Hey, welcome to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. This is another Thursday night where I all get to hang out with two of my favorite people. We say that every week. I mean, are we really each other's favorite people? Are we ready for that kind of relationship?
I am.
So I get to hang out with you guys. So we'll just start with Charles. How you doing, my man?
Doing all right. Enjoying my new toy I got, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
All right, Charles got a little intrigue there, a little bonus for you. So, Philip, how you doing, my man? We don't usually get to ask how you're doing. We usually forget because you're like, hey, and then we just go on the topic because we're a-holes. But
that's okay.
So yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
I am doing good. Do you guys remember maybe about a month and a half ago, we did an episode about video games based off of movies?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, recently I picked this one up. I said I was going to Van Helsing, and quick shout out to Vivendi Universal. This is a pretty good game, actually. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this.
Whenever I hear Van Helsing, I think of Van Halen. It's the first thing that comes to my head.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I saw it the other day, and I thought, you know what? I remember talking about this on one of our episodes, and here we are now. I'm about 3 or 4 levels into it, and it's pretty cool. But that's not what we're talking about tonight. I just wanted to say that real quick. Vivendi?
Isn't that who bought Sierra?
Yeah, aren't they the ones, our friends?
Yeah, they sent the cease and desist to Phoenix Online, so F you.
Oh, they're not our friends. I thought they were our friends.
No, the Phoenix Online is.
Yeah, those guys are, but the Vivendi.
Yeah, they're the ones that sent the cease and desist over the King's Quest deal. Hey, if you get a chance, go back and watch that or listen to that episode. I don't remember. It was early. It would have been around maybe 50, maybe earlier than that. Anyways, we talked with some folks from Phoenix Online Studios, and that was one of my favorite episodes that we've done.
Yeah,
just because I got to fanboy out about King's Quest, and I love the King's Quest series.
We just sat back and let you fanboy out. Okay.
Oh, it was kind of embarrassing. You go back and listen to it.
I loved it.
It's kind of like, why didn't you just like make sweet love to them? It was cool though. That was a fun one. Yeah. Anyways, but that's not tonight. Tonight we're not talking about shows of the past. We're not talking about King's Quest even. I mean, unless you guys want to. I mean, we can do that.
If it gets to that point, we'll let you know.
So yeah, if anybody feels the urge to talk about point and click adventure games from the 90s, just hit me up. So, but tonight Charles got a new toy. He got a new thing. It's not a Sega Game Gear with Mortal Kombat 3, even though that's what he's holding up. Now, if you listen to the audio-only version of this, if you happen to download it on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, or any of those other places, did you know that we're on like Podcast Addict or something like that? I got to look in. We're on some other places I didn't even know about. So if you got any of those extra places that you happen to find us, let us know, because that's kind of cool. Anyways, Charles got a new toy. He got Charles, what did you get? You can tell us about it.
I got a Switch finally for Christmas. Jenny got for me for Christmas. So
man, what a great Christmas gift.
I got one of the colored controllers because I lose controller sometimes on the couch. And
why am I not surprised by this?
It's red, it's bright blue. I haven't lost him yet.
Good.
So you got the Switch, a little while ago.
Yeah.
Do you take the Joy-Cons off quite a bit? I mean, are you a TV dock the thing, play it on the TV?
I mainly only play it on TV. I don't bring it on the L with me because CTA shit gets stolen on the L, and don't want that to happen.
Right. I completely get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't really undocked played it that much. I just did I was waiting to start. I was playing some Smash Brothers, and I unlocked a new character. Unlocked Shulk, my 24th character I've unlocked in Smash Brothers. So
congratulations!
It's just a little slow clap for Shulk. So you most of the time, if you don't know about the Nintendo Switch, I don't know how you found this podcast, because that's weird. Anyways, we have a kind of a hybrid, like a home console and a to-go console, a portable handheld console. And a lot of the time I find myself playing handheld. I don't know about you guys, But if Ange is watching TV or something, and it's not, she's watching House Hunters International, and I'm just not into it, I pick it up, play a little bit of Smash, play a little Mario Odyssey or something like that. So, I mean, how do you guys? I mean, Philip, how do you consume your Switch?
Usually on the TV, but like you, if I want to just take a break from, well, not take a break from it, but kind of, join the rest of the folks in the household, I'll pop it into portable mode and bring it downstairs or wherever someone's like, reading or watching television and just enjoy it that way. I think I prefer it on the TV though.
I think I do too. I've been especially, getting into some of the games. I got my son Smash Brothers for Christmas, so I've been playing it a lot since I got it for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that goes. So I got Smash, and some of the levels are too big.
The maps.
Yeah, some of the stages or map, whatever you want to call them, they're too big in Smash to be playing on this handheld. It needs to be enjoyed on a 55-inch TV.
Yeah,
I would say no less.
Even if you do that alternate mode, like the where it's just like a normal battlefield or like just a flat level, they still look a little. I can imagine them looking kind of too big for the handheld.
It's not bad when you're playing when it's those is when you get like the multiple characters and that Mother 3 stage that I guess is Lucas's stage. I don't know. It's the big.
Oh, yeah. It has like all the towers and skyscrapers.
Right. Yep. It is obnoxious as hell. I don't even like playing it on the TV because it's too big. But that's the one that really gets me on from playing handheld. That, and I get a little aggressive with it, and I don't want to use the Joy-Con.
Yeah,
I don't want to break them. So I like for Smash, especially. I like it docked. I like to be playing with the Pro controller because that's how I get down.
Yeah, same. How about you, Charles? How you liking it so far?
I only have the Joy-Cons so far. I'm doing okay. I'm playing Smash on my limited skills in Smash, but I guess I'm starting to learn.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
So I'm doing all right, I guess.
Do you do like the Joy-Con in each hand? Do you use the controller thing that came with it?
I use the thing that came with it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know where that is, to be perfectly honest.
Because I hold them in each hand. It's like it's so weird to hold it.
It is. Well, it kind of you get used to that after a minute. Like I did. I played a lot of Mario Odyssey like that.
Okay.
Just one in each hand, and it's kind of reminiscent of the Wii controller and the Nunchuk. So it's kind of reminiscent of that. You got a controller, just hold in whatever position you want. So it's not bad. It's actually, I liked it better than I did that big bulky thing, the big block. But that's just me. The one
where you slide those two little.
You slide the Joy-Cons in. I like the Pro controller. It feels it's good, it's right. But if I don't have the Pro controller and I'm doing the Joy-Cons, I just assume I have them outside the whatever that thing's called.
I see
the grip.
Huh?
Yeah,
interesting. Well. For Smash, I like to use a GameCube controller. I mean, we'll talk more about other games in Smash, but since it was brought up,
well, it's kind of a hot new thing. It's the one that's in everybody's console right now, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in mine. That'll change here soon, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I prefer to play with the Cube controllers, and I think whenever we have folks over, little game nights, I think they prefer to play it with those too.
Okay.
I think it would be too. We've played a few games like Mario Party with the Joy-Cons turned sideways like tiny little controllers, and Daddy's got some mitts on him.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to do. You get these old meat hooks wrapped around that tiny controller, and it's difficult, but it is what it is. We did it. We had fun.
Good. So Charles, go ahead.
No, I'm trying the hosting thing, trying to be in this chair and keep my mouth running, but keep the show going. I don't know. This is new to me. Most of the time, Philip does this, but
I was
trying. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta change things up a bit. Well, my question, I guess, for Charles is: besides Smash, what else have you received?
I've been playing Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
How do you feel?
That one I have not played, but I know Turf has.
I'm not that far into the game yet, so it looks awesome.
It does look
You know,
amazing.
when they did the when we're watching the Switch release, VIP party thing, video thing, and they showed that, I'm like that game looks fucking awesome. I got to get a Switch at some point to play that game. It's
one of the things about Zelda that they bragged about in the beginning of like, hey, if like Miyamoto was saying, if you see a mountain, you can say, I want to go to that mountain. And in Legend of Zelda, if you can see it, you can go there.
Yeah.
Like, there is no background. Like there's no just something just for a backdrop. If you can see it, you can go there.
Which is awesome. Cool. There is no off-limits areas.
Yeah,
so far.
Interesting. I didn't know. Maybe I knew that. I thought like maybe I think it was something else.
They said early on, and it was kind of like, yeah, okay, but you get to playing it. Like if you can see a mountain off in the distance, you can climb that mountain. I mean, it may take you an hour to walk there, but you can get there and you can climb it.
Yeah, it's when these open world games, there's lots of walking. Sometimes I fall asleep while playing them. I've done that. I'm just sitting there like I'm asleep. What am I? Oh, I'm over here now. I'm walking into a wall.
Right. Yeah, that's my thing with open world games. Like I legit fell asleep when the Wii was the console of that generation. I legit fell asleep playing the first Xenoblade because maybe I'm not sure if I was super tired or if I was. That happened to you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So it does happen.
That does happen. I mean, Legend of Zelda. It was when you get to where you can fast travel.
That was my next question.
Yes, you get to where you can fast travel, and life gets a lot better.
Okay.
I just go to these places where the shrines where they are, get those, just unlock them, try to beat them, don't beat them, say fuck it, I just got my fast travel point, so I just bounce around.
Right, and then it makes life, like I said, a lot easier and makes the game a lot more enjoyable because you're not just walking for hours on it, because the map is huge. It is miles across. It's not. It's bigger than Grand Theft Auto. It's maybe I don't know. 5's pretty big. But it's on par with like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, how big those maps are that are like a living, breathing world. It's like that, man. Zelda is a good game. I think a lot of people compared it to like Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
But without there's not as much freedom of choice of things to do, But as far as, I've never played Skyrim, so I'm just completely talking about a rear end and repeating what other people have said. But as far as being big and open and you can do whatever you want, it's there, man. It's huge.
It's such a well put together game. Well, the graphics are so awesome. It's like an animation, like a cartoon, but it's so smooth. Everything in there so far, what I've seen.
I don't remember any kind of hiccups or anything. I remember it's like exactly like you said, very smooth, very well done, just like I don't want to say a masterpiece, but
it's a near masterpiece, I would think.
Yeah, it's a very, very well done game.
It is, it is, for video games to be art, it is pretty much going to the art side.
Wow.
We kind of touched on this last week. Charles just got his Switch, and he's in the infancy of the Switch game, if you will. What's if you could pick one game that you would like the world to try, maybe not top tier, maybe not one of these AAA games, but something that you've found like maybe a gem on the Switch, Philip, that you would like the world to try.
So other than Smash, you mean?
Other than Smash.
That's a good question. I think I have two options. The first one is one I think I talked about it last week, the Azure Striker Gunvolt collection. This is the first time that you'd be able to actually play those games on the TV, and it looks great on there. If you like that old school 2D side-scrolling Mega Man style game, and you don't want to play it on a portable console, then playing it on the Switch with this, and it has some nice new resolution, it looks great. So I don't think that many people have realized that it's available on the Switch as well as the DS or 3DS. So that's one I don't want to call it a hidden gem. People know of them, but it's not as popular as your Smash Brothers or Mario Odysseys or your Breath of the Wilds, you know?
Maybe gem was like, maybe not hidden gem. Maybe that was the wrong word.
Maybe something that's more
on the radar a little bit.
Yeah, on the radar. Good. That's good choice
Well,
for
I'll
it.
tell you what, my pick, and this is definitely it was on the radar because, and I've talked about it a lot, and I don't really, I guess, really mean to, because it's a good game, but it just shocked me. It surprised me, and that was ARMS.
Yeah.
Said it several times. It looked like a tech demo, but when I got it, I was like, man, this is a pretty good game. Now, like I said, don't run out and buy it. I talked about this, I guess, last week. If you can get it for about $25-$20, somewhere in there, that's kind of the price point of the fun you'll have with it. But even I did pay full price for it. And I don't feel bad about that.
Good.
There just wasn't many games at the time, so I was like, well, I'll pick that up. And it is a solid fighting game.
Do you still play it from time to time, or is that more? Are you focusing on Smash Brothers?
I haven't played it in a while. I'm all Smash all the time.
Nice.
But I haven't played Zelda in a while. I hadn't played Mario Kart in a while. It's all Smash all the time. I haven't ever since, I guess, October. No, probably September when what was the Spider-Man came out. I've only played like 3 games: Spider-Man, Red Dead, and Smash, and that's
all 3 good ones though.
all 3 excellent. So
yeah,
there you go. But that would be one that I would say kind of flew under the radar. Another one being the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Oh yeah. I heard you talk about that.
That is it's a strategy type game like the XCOM games. I would absolutely say, anybody that, if you can see it for a few bucks, give that one a shot because it is fun. And it's a good introduction into that type of game.
One that I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen it on other consoles and it just completely crept up on me. It's called the Manor Saga Trilogy. You heard of that?
Nope.
It's a strategy game that takes place during the Viking era. And if you liked Mario and Rabbids, you might like this. The only thing is, it looks like there's, you know how Fire Emblem has those permadeath things where if you lose your character, they're gone forever. I think this might have that too. I haven't even tried it yet, but it looks like a fun, challenging, and really interesting strategy game.
That's I guess a time setting of games that I think there needs to be more of.
Norse era?
Vikings in our
Vikings,
life.
yes.
I mean, we need more giant beards and axes and, the Viking berserkers, gnawing on their shield because they're just so ready to fight.
I'm just looking at the cover now of it, and there are beards. There's heavy fur being worn.
Of course, they're the Northmen. They need that. I'm completely in.
This is some manly man stuff.
there needs to be more Vikings in video games. I mean, we just don't. I guess we don't have as much of that as we like, or as I would like. Maybe it's not interesting enough. Well,
the Viking era.
Well, God of War, the latest God of War,
it
was set in that. So maybe we'll get some. I have that game and admittedly haven't played it yet. I just bought it because it was cheap and I was interested. It was like $17, so I had
you got for a deal on like Black Friday, right?
Yeah, it was Black Friday. So that's PS4. We're not even going to worry about that. So that's another one that was, there we go. Seeing the ones that we thought were gems that we think we might or we should try out. Is Philip, has there been any disappointments? Have there been any swings and misses?
Man, yeah, there have been, which is sad because this first one, and this is now I still recommend it if you have someone to play it with, but if you don't, I would say avoid it. I'm talking about Kirby Star Allies. It was such a letdown in so many ways. Charles, I can't remember. Do you like Kirby or not?
I'm indifferent to Kirby.
Okay. Well, if Jenny will play with you, or if you have a buddy that can play with you, then I would say get it. Otherwise, I'd say avoid it because the single player is just so boring. Like the game basically plays itself. It's so easy. And Kirby was never a challenging series, but this one, I mean, it really takes away any semblance of challenge.
Well, I think any game is easy for you if you get like a platinum trophy in Bloodborne.
Yeah. Thank you. But even if that wasn't the case, though, like lot of games, they have secrets and hidden treasures and extra passages and little things you can unlock. This game tells you how to discover all those things. It says you need this and this, so and they give it to you like right then and there, which is, and it's a shame because I love Kirby. I mean, you all know this, but this one it's not good for a single player. Again, you have a friend to play it with, it's a lot more fun.
Oh, all right. I'll tell you, I picked up a game. I picked up a game called Has Been Heroes for the Switch, and I think it may have been I'm sure it was on PC. It's and I don't even really know how to explain it. You do a lot of running in your own lane. You got like 3 guys that are like over the hill type knights, and I don't remember exactly what happened because I didn't play it that much. But you're running and you have to do timed type attacks. I paid $10 for it, brand new at GameStop. Just stay away from Has Been Heroes. It was
a cartridge, like $10. Oh, wow.
It was $10 for a game. I mean, so full on game, case and cartridge and all that. So I would stay away from it. I just bought it because I only had like 3 or 4 Switch games, and I just like, hey, $10, we'll give it a shot. So
yeah, that $10 can use.
I probably had more than that, but still.
That's the thing when you get a new console, like a whole new world opens up to you in terms of just options and accessories. And Charles, that's why I'm so excited that you got this, because now you can kind of see what all the fuss is about. And based on your reaction so far, it seems like you're just loving everything about it.
I'm loving it so far. I'm just, there's so many games I want to get for. I know I want to get for them. And like the PS4 is like, do I want this game? It's like, I'm on the fence with some of those games, but
yeah. Well, like what? What are you looking forward to?
And
for those unaware, VG Collect, which is a website where you can catalog and categorize your games, VGCollect.com, ding, has a wish list feature which will let you, track your desired items. Anyways, go on, Charles. Sorry about that.
Well, games I want to get like Xenoblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first one. What else? There's like that Sonic Mania for it, which I know I could probably get for PS4 or whatever. But
I actually have that, or Isaac has it. He bought it with like Christmas money or something. It's pretty fun if you like Sonic, but I don't. So
I don't either.
So it's that thing. Do I get it for the Switch or do I get it for the PS4? That's that whole.
Well, I'll tell you what. A game like Sonic Mania is going to be the same. It's not going to be prettier on the PS4. It really comes down to, do you want to play it on the PlayStation controller or Switch controller? Now you get the bonus of the portability with the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, if it's something like that, I would probably go Switch every time, but that's just me.
Well, I've been going Switch every time so far when the option applies. Like earlier, when was it? Maybe back in June or July. The latest game in the Valkyria Chronicles series was released for all 3 current systems, and I went with the Switch option mainly because I could, lie on the couch and put it in tablet mode and play it that way. I mean, it's still prefer on the TV, but having that option was enough for me to go with that.
That's exactly it. It's that option. It's not necessarily that it's going to be, I prefer one system over another or whatever else, but I like to have that freedom. You can play it on the TV just like you can your PS4 with the same, with the Pro controller or however you want to do it, or you can pick it up and play it in handheld mode.
Yep.
So that gives the edge. If it's something that's you can play it on either system or all 3 systems or PC or whatever. I'm going to give the Switch 9 times out of 10. I'm going to give it that extra.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me.
I don't know why I'm like gravitating more to the Switch more. Maybe it's just the Nintendo fanboyness. going way back. It's just like, oh, it's Nintendo. I'm gonna get this. I want this. I want this. It's available on PS4. It is. Who cares? Like, it goes on as Nintendo. Nintendo's better than anything.
Hot new thing too. Your PS4. You've had it for a couple of years. You just got this Switch. Like, I want that. I want that hot new thing right now. So.
Yeah, it's
Charles, you're in good company. I'm actually the same way, and I'd usually be more team Sony, but now I'm back towards Nintendo just because of the Switch.
I think Sony they have a lot of their good exclusives out. Better than what Xbox does.
Yeah.
Like that they do. So Sony has an edge on that for some of those games I want at some point. But but yeah, it's like the way the Switch has been selling. It's been selling like crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, how long? When was it released? Was it 16 or 17?
17.
17.
It was 2 years ago, like March 3rd, whatever day the Louisville Arcade Expo.
Oh, that's
day
right.
it started, because my brother got his on the morning of.
Yeah, that's dedication right there.
He got it the night before.
Oh, okay.
But generally, it's like Newsweek said, it's becoming the fastest selling system of this generation so far, which is nuts.
Well, it's kind of a different animal, man. Most of these systems aren't pointed towards us. They're pointed towards what Mom bought Timmy for Christmas.
What do you mean by that?
Well, most systems they're not for adults, so to speak. We have disposable income, and we're going to buy whatever we want, whenever we want. We don't have to decide. You have a PS4. All three of us have a PS4 and a Switch, right?
Yes.
So we don't have to decide. If you wanted a new gaming PC, you'd go buy one. If you wanted a Xbox One, you'd go buy one, just because you have that disposable income. And chances are, we're like the 1%ers of video games. You know what I mean? I think I see where you're going with this. That's what we do. But what Nintendo's they're trying to get the kids that, little Timmy he gets one system, and Mom's got to decide, does she want to get a Switch? Does she want to get a PS4, Xbox One? What does she want to do? So all those companies are fighting for that, for little Timmy, or I guess in this day and age, they're fighting for Sally too. The boys and girls that only have one system, that's what they're shooting for. So they're trying to win them over. I don't know where I was going. I just started talking and words came out. Sorry.
We know what you mean.
It's already sold 8.7 million units in the U.S.
Jesus.
And I think worldwide it's like over 20 million, something like that. It's already outsold the Wii U.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Wii U wasn't. Love the Wii U, but it was kind of it was kind of, I don't want to say marked for death, but it wasn't advertised very well. So it wasn't. I'm not surprised it didn't sell very well.
It's like I think if Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't come out, probably the Xbox One would probably be left in the dust more from the PS4 and the Switch. It's kind of like hanging on there just a little bit.
Was that game that AAA good, amazing, all that stuff?
But it was on PS4 too. I have it for PS4, so that really didn't help it that much.
Right.
Xbox, I don't know. The only thing that's helping Xbox One hang on, and this is just my opinion and just my experience, is people had Xbox Live accounts.
Oh, interesting idea.
You already had your gamer score from your Xbox 360, so you didn't want to cash that in and start over. I did. I didn't have the trophies or whatever from PS3. I had that hot gamer score from the Xbox 360, but I guess I was old enough to not care. But if my gamer score actually matters to me, then I'm going to be team Microsoft. I would have probably gone with the Xbox One if they hadn't done all that, the DRM.
I remember that.
All that fiasco when it first came out of it having to be connected to the internet, and I didn't like that. So I was like, you know what, screw that. I'm going to get a PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Switch it's just a whole. new things. It's its own thing, which I know we said it's its own thing. It's a home console. It's a portable console.
Absolutely. It's
That's
its
why I
own
like it so
baby.
much.
So- Go ahead.
It makes you wonder, what PlayStation's gonna be doing next for their after PS4. Are they gonna stay home console or try a hybrid console too? That's a whole.
Man, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did try to do something like the Switch. I mean, you saw that they tried to do that with the PlayStation Classic, and that I see gallons of those whenever I'm at, Target or I was at a grocery store and I saw a couple of them.
Let me tell you what's bad about that is I haven't even looked.
I
haven't even looked for a PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't.
It's so bad that I don't know if there is any or not because I don't care, and I'm a guy that buys everything. I mean,
you'll see one, I'm sure.
I could probably go to Walmart and find one right now, but I haven't even thought to look.
It's like, why?
Well, the games on it sucked, but that's a different animal.
Yeah,
that's why not. Why would you look for it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy one. They were on a sale for $60 at Walmart. I think I saw on Face World. They're $59.96. So that's
wow.
Yeah, this thing came out. They thought it was going to sell like hotcakes for $100, and now they can't even get rid of them for $60. And that's
what was it?
Just 2 months ago, a month and a half ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when it was first.
Mother of all flops. That's worse than the Wii U.
It's worse than a 32X. No.
It's worse than the N-Gage.
Oh.
Shots fired, Sony.
Shade. Man. I think they were like 50% off at Target last time I saw them.
50%
off? Isn't that crazy?
50% off of the $69 which they're at already. No one still wants to get.
Yeah. Oh man. But enough about that. But back to your original point, Charles. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony did do something like that. I don't see Microsoft doing anything ever again, personally, but that's just me.
I think Microsoft's they'll have a gaming PC. It'll probably cross over with. They may have their own, like that Windows Live service or Windows games for Windows service.
Okay.
They may do something like that, but I think the line between PC and Xbox is going to merge. Xbox is just going to be like an app for your PC. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
Kind of. There already is an Xbox app for Windows stuff.
Right. It's already crossing over. So I think they're just going to eliminate it. If they have another console, I'll be shocked. And I say dedicated console. I think they will make a specialized PC that runs Windows that Microsoft makes, and they call it the Xbox Home or something. Something crazy like that. It runs your thermostat and your, locks your. Something like that. Do what?
Xboxa.
Xboxa.
Turn on the light in the living room.
Oh, like Alexa.
You're probably not too far off by saying, it'll be like Xbox, do a Bing search for whatever.
Actually, they do. The 360 does that now with Kinect. You could say Xbox pause, and it will pause your game. So
Xbox, curse out this 12-year-old for me. Okay. Your mother's so fat when she jumps in the air, she gets stuck. Ha 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 ha.
Nice.
Oh Lord have mercy, that's funny.
Back to the point. No faking. I'm cooking these topics like a pound of bacon. Is there anything y'all are looking forward to for the Switch? Is there any that hot new coming down the pipe that you just gotta have?
Tomorrow, actually, Tales of Vesperia comes out for all 3 systems. I'm getting it on the Switch.
No.
Yes.
I saw that. I'm like, I bet Philip's gonna buy that game tomorrow.
He sure is. I have a short work day tomorrow too, so I am extra excited about that.
I'm looking at the new Super Mario Brothers that's coming out deluxe.
Yeah, that looks fun.
That comes out tomorrow.
That comes out tomorrow too.
You didn't play the Wii U one, so if you didn't play the new Super Mario Brothers U,
I think I did play it.
Oh well, I don't think it's anything new. I think it's another one of those deluxe games that they've for the people that missed the Wii U.
That's the one with Cat Mario, or am I thinking of something else?
Yes. No. That was 3D World.
Okay, then I am thinking of something else. All right.
I'm sure they
It
added
was
more
the
stuff.
2D one.
2D. Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
It's a fun game. It's super fun. It's the one that came out with the new Super Luigi U, like remix of it, I guess.
Which is hard, by the way.
Super hard.
Yeah.
Crazy hard. Like Lost Levels
Nintendo
hard. It's Nintendo hard. Because you only get like 100 seconds to finish
Each
some of the levels.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta run. You gotta go. There's no time to get coins. But anyways, it's a rehashing of that. So if you've played that, there's probably not. I don't know. Maybe not full price. But games don't get discounts. So,
but that's the only one I'm looking forward to. What about you two?
I've played No More Heroes at least once years ago. Because there's one coming out on the Switch. I don't know how good it's gonna be. Travis Strikes No More here.
Well, that's just next week?
Is it January 18th? Yeah.
Wow, where did the time go? Jeez.
Let's see. I'm looking forward to. They just Limited Run Games announced that they were releasing Super Meat Boy, so I'll be picking that up.
What is that? I hear that all the time.
It was Nintendo Hard. It's like one of those that you're gonna die a bunch. It's fun. They came out for PC and like Xbox 360. It was on Xbox Live. It's just a little game, like an Xbox Live game, but they've they're doing a physical version for the Switch. So I'll be buying that because you got to support physical media, right?
Oh God, yeah. It's a dying art.
How about the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3?
Yes, you do.
You gonna get that?
I'll buy that day one. That's just gonna happen.
Is that like a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game? Like, what is this?
Oh, it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's like Diablo, dungeon crawler type. Okay. But it's a Switch exclusive, and I don't know exactly when it comes out. They just announced it at the last Nintendo Direct. A biggie for me, and I know you cats haven't played these games, but Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming to the Switch. So
awesome.
Checking that out. You still need to try out New Moon on your 3DS.
I know. I know. Maybe if they have it for cheap tomorrow alongside Tales, I'll get that because I need a portable game to play on the side.
Yeah, little side as well.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, I probably won't get that.
Mortal Kombat's coming to the Switch?
Yeah.
Didn't think that. Never thought I'd see. Okay, then. I can't remember the last time a Mortal Kombat game was on a Nintendo. That's why I'm a little surprised.
Does that go back to Super Nintendo?
They had they had
64?
GameCube had some.
GameCube had one?
Yeah, I think we even had one. Mortal Kombat something, maybe not. Maybe I'm talking out of my rear end. I know the GameCube had.
Maybe was it Shaolin Monks, that one?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
That was on PS2. It may have been on the other ones as well then. So.
Who knows? I'm an idiot. Just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Did either one of y'all play Sonic Team Racing?
Yes, back in the day.
Sonic, it was on Wii U.
I did not.
Oh, no, I did not.
The first game that came out for Wii U. It's like a kart racing game, like Mario Kart.
I played it on something else, though, I think.
Maybe it may have been on PS3. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that maybe they had it on 3DS too. Anyways, you've got like a lot of these just random characters. It's not just Sega characters. Like Wreck-It Ralph was in the Wii U version, which I was all on board. Like, old ham hands. I like Wreck-It Ralph. So, but then you had like Sonic and the pink Sonic, whatever that girl is in it. Who?
Amy?
Maybe. I don't know.
Which is weird. I know that stuff because I don't like Sonic.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. There's I don't know. I think that like 15 playable characters, which there probably should have been more characters in my opinion. But,
You ever want like a knockoff of Super Mario Kart? I mean,
it's a good knockoff.
Yeah, it's a good knockoff.
I don't like Sonic. I don't like, but I like some of these Sega characters, The one that I wish would have been in the game, and I don't remember it being in there. The dude from Crazy Taxi should have been in there.
What was his name?
I just want any of the.
Well, anyone really.
or any of the drivers from Crazy Taxi. I just want to say, hey, let's make some crazy money. And
I love that.
wouldn't that have been awesome? Like perfect for Sonic Team Race or Team Sonic Race?
That seems like a
They
good
just
fit.
dropped the ball. It was kind of cool because you like transform your your cart or your car will turn into a boat or it turns into a jet depending on where the track takes you. It's pretty fun. I probably won't buy it again, but if you looking for a kart racer that's not Mario Kart, it's a good one. It's a fun game.
I like how the weapons were, you had a red boxing glove which would home in on someone and a green boxing glove that would not home in on someone. I mean, like, can you?
Oh, it was a blatant ripoff.
Yeah. It was... So Charles, if you want Mario Kart without Mario Kart, you can look at that.
And like I said, it's a good game. It's kind of hard though. It actually was pretty difficult to me.
Yeah.
But how do y'all feel about Yoshi games?
A
little indifferent.
Indifferent.
Yeah, you don't dislike them, but you just don't care.
Yeah.
They're in the Yoshi's Crafted World coming out next for the Switch. Let's see. Crash Team Racing, another kart racer. Huh.
Yes.
How do y'all feel about Animal Crossing?
I have never played that.
Never played it.
Really?
Never.
I
tried it. I tried on the first one for GameCube, and I didn't like it. I see the appeal. It's just not for me.
Oh yeah, I had it was the GameCube's era. I had two friends, best friends actually. They were going nuts over Animal Crossing. Like that was what they ate, slept, and breathed was Animal Crossing, and I just didn't get it. Like I said, can we play Smash now? They're like, hold on, let me finish this. Let me finish catching this fish, or let me finish plotting or watering this plant. You know, little things like that. I'm like, I don't get it. But
Sure. Loved Animal Crossing. Played a lot of it.
Who did? Oh, okay.
I didn't even know I had a sister.
I did, but I forgot until now.
She played a lot of Animal Crossing, and she's not a tradition. Like she'll play Mario and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's not exactly the traditional, the hardcore like me and my brother. But she played a lot of Animal Crossing. Was all about finding fossils and finding, catching fish and getting bells. And so I don't know. It just wasn't for me, but I see the appeal to a certain kind of person.
Yep, definitely.
Especially if you're a collector type person and you have to find all of everything, then yeah, I get it.
You would just remind me of something else is why I like the Switch so much. I like how my PlayStation trophy collection looks now. Not having to worry about another platinum kind of like takes the pressure off. So if there's a Switch option, I'm going with that.
All right. Okay. This is something that I thought Nintendo needed to get on. When the 360 was out, I was like, man, they need to get on this gamer score. When the PS3 was out, like, man, you got to get on these trophies. I was like, Nintendo, you got to give us some kind of something to show that we've been playing these games. But now that I'm like older and don't have as much time to play games, I'm like, man, I'm glad that I don't have to worry about getting a trophy. I don't waste a bunch of time trying to get just some asinine thing. Like I was playing Spider-Man, and one of the trophies was like climb to the top of Avengers Tower and take a selfie. So I did that, and then I got to thinking, like, why did I just waste 5 minutes doing that?
That seems kind of like fun.
Well, that one is kind of fun. It wasn't that. It didn't take long, but I'm just completely asinine.
I see where you're going with that.
You would never do in the course of a game, but
if Nintendo were to do something like that, I wouldn't care. Like my collecting for that sort of thing is with Sony. So, and if in the event I eventually do get an Xbox One again, I'm not going to care about the gamer score.
And if they do it, and I know it varies from game to game, keep them fun and don't ever have an online achievement. Ever.
Seriously, never.
Online achievements are terrible. They're evil, and I don't like them.
And I hate them.
But yeah, if you want to do stuff like climb to the top of Avengers Tower and take a picture, yeah, okay. If you want to, I don't know, the ones where you have to battle hordes and it just takes a lot of time, I'm more into the fun ones. You know what I mean?
Yep, definitely.
And but anyways, that's a horse of a different color. I'm kind of glad that they don't have it, but if they do, it's not going to break my heart either because I'm probably not going to care.
Yeah. Charles, what else do you have on your radar?
There's a Toe Jam and Earl game coming out.
Really?
Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove.
Wow.
March 1st.
Never thought I'd see the day.
$20.
And a good price.
Yeah, looks like it may be a download only. I don't know. They're not doing or some of them are not doing physical releases for some of these games. Is that correct? How they're doing some of these things?
Depends on the game and depends on the publisher. So how do you feel about Metroid?
Oh, I like Metroid. I haven't really played more than newer Metroid stuff. I played OG Metroid.
And Super Metroid is one of the best games of all time. But now let me tell you, you're in luck. There is a Prime trilogy coming out for Switch.
I'm so bad at first-person shooters that I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, I don't like the Prime games, but
okay.
My brother Zach loves them. I don't. I don't like. I tried the first one and I didn't love it, and then the others just didn't love. But they are doing a trilogy for just like they did for Wii. And did they have it on Wii U? Did they have a Prime trilogy for Wii?
Yeah, I want to say they did.
So I know there's one for Wii. So but they're re-releasing the Prime trilogy for Switch, and then there's gonna be Metroid Prime 4. So there's that coming, which I hope it's good. I like to see Metroid succeed, but the first-person shooters and trying to do things like grappling beams in first-person shooter is just a nightmare.
I don't even want to think about it. I'll get dizzy thinking about it. So. Yeah, I mean, I want Metro to do well. I think I think Samus is, underrepresented and underappreciated in comparison to other Nintendo mascots. But I don't know if if these 3D games are not the ones for me. I'd much rather go 2D.
I really wish they would and not drop Prime 4 because there is a following for the Prime games. People love those. But come on, Nintendo, give me just a 2D Metroid. I know you redid Metroid 2 not too long ago, or Samus Returns, or whatever it was called, but give me a new one, a brand new one, and put it on the Switch. Or even put that Metroid 2 or that Samus Returns on the Switch. I just didn't get it because it was on 3DS. So do me a solid.
Yeah. Charles, are you a Final Fantasy fan?
I have not played too much Final Fantasy. I thought I saw something. There's a Dragon Quest game coming out for the Switch.
11, maybe?
I don't know. I saw it somewhere. I was searching for stuff, right? I don't remember. But, I played, Dragon Warrior, original one.
Oh, it's Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what
that
that
you're
is.
thinking of?
Maybe.
Okay.
Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, Dragon Quest 11 gets Nintendo Switch for Japanese release in 2019.
Okay.
So
it is happening. Cool.
All right. Have you ever heard of something called Sayonara Wild Hearts?
No, but I like the title. That's awesome.
All right. It's revealed at the Video Game Awards. Comes out sometime in 2019. I don't know. It's got a cool name. I don't know what it's about. Music-based game. Oh, never mind.
Ooh, really? I love those.
As a masked biker known as the Fool, players will ride skateboards and motorcycles, swing swords, engage in dance battles, and more.
That's awesome.
Oh, dance battles.
This sounds like a 1980s flick.
It kind of does.
Doesn't it? Yeah. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from that.
Very, what was that? The Kung Fu movie. Oh, dadgummit. Never mind. The one that came out not too long ago.
Oh, like the YouTube exclusive one?
I don't know. Anyway,
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was just severely over the top and just weird and wild. It's kind of like that. So, anyways, there's plenty coming out for the Switch. There's way more to do in 2019 that we haven't even touched on. I'm sure there's probably be a Nintendo Direct before too long to tell you more about what's coming, because there'll probably be like a Pokemon game, and there'll be so we've got a Mario there's a rumor of a 2D Zelda in the works. Maybe it could possibly be a remaking of Link's Awakening with the Link Between Worlds engine.
Cool.
So there's that.
That would look so nice on the Switch's graphical powers, you know.
I'd love it. But so we got a lot coming. We've got a lot to look forward to. We've got a lot that we have enjoyed. And Charles, you just opened up a vast world of games that you can just dig and tickle your fancy.
I'm looking at this. There's a Crash Bandicoot game that's on the Switch. Comes with a controller.
Oh, controller. Turf, didn't you want to show something off real quick?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I got these. These are fun. If you play if you play the NES games on your Switch, they had some NES controllers that were available online only. If you were, they limited them so scalpers couldn't get a hold of them, which I thought was wonderful. You could only buy one set per Nintendo Online account, which was good on you, Nintendo. Everybody could get one. I think they're probably still available. I don't know. I pre-ordered mine just like the day they came out because I'm an insane person. But yeah, NES controllers, if you play a bunch of the NES games, I'm not going to say it's a must-have, but the D-pad works so much better than the 4 buttons that you have on the Joy-Cons. So it feels good. That, and they keep releasing new games for the Nintendo Online, for the Switch Online or whatever it's called. Man, I said this month I think they got Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and I don't remember what the other one was. It was another one that was pretty good. Oh well. Anyways, Zelda 2 I started playing Metroid again, so that's been my NES stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool with save states. I don't know if y'all
that would be nice.
It makes it a lot better.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot more what do you call those? The modern conveniences, what do you call them?
Quality of life.
Quality of life.
Yes.
Yes, quality of life features. That's exactly what the save states are when you're playing Kid Icarus or Metroid or whatever, some of these other games that you had to put in these long convoluted passwords.
Nice. Very nice.
So, gentlemen, it's kind of coming to that time, kind of that point in the evening. Is there anything else we left out that you might want to yammer about?
I just want to say, Charles, I'm excited for you because it's always fun to see a dear friend get so excited about a video game console.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. I don't think I got this excited when I got my PS4.
Yeah.
PS4, yeah, you can play Last of Us. This game's awesome. It's like I got a Switch. I got to get all these games now.
Man, there's a lot out there. So
there's like so much. There's so many indie games coming out to the Switch.
That was one of the things that they really touted about the Switch. They had these Nintendies. These they were going to make the Nintendo Switch the home for all these indie games, and I think they've done a good job. There's a lot of good stuff out there. If you think about it, Celeste is a super talked about indie game that's, I think, still available for pre-order for the physical on limited run games.
Okay.
So as much as I talk about them, they should sponsor us.
Yeah, as much as VG Collect gives them word of mouth, but that's another story.
If you guys don't have anything else, well, let's put a bow on this thing, all right?
It was always a pleasure. Jason, thanks for hosting tonight. Just sometimes you just want to switch it up.
I'm going to tell you what, it is, switch it up. It is a different job sitting in the hosting chair. It's hard for me to do, and I'm not very good at it. I'm more of the color commentary guy, and you're the play-by-play. So you get to be the straight man, and I just get to yammer.
You did great. You did a great job.
We'll go back to your normal chairs. I just get to have an opinion on everything you say. It really, you don't think about it, but it's kind of a different gig trying to host.
You got to steer the ship, if you will.
I'd rather just run the motor.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what. Since I took your job, I'm going to give you mine. Can you tell everybody where they can find us?
Oh shit. Okay, I will try.
Well, shit.
If you liked the video version of this, you can check us out on YouTube, Our Parents' Basement. There are episodes, I think we're at 116, 17?
126.
What is it?
This is 126.
126. We have 126 of these now that you can see our glorious mugs. But if you prefer the audio version, which I think most people do, because we are a podcast, we are on iTunes, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Play. There was one that you mentioned earlier this evening. What was it called?
I don't know, but Spotify is a big one.
Spotify, Podcast Addict, was it?
Get that one.
Yeah, so we're everywhere that you can hear a podcast. And if you'd like to interact with us, you can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/OPB podcast, I believe. And then there's Twitter at OPB podcast. We have an Instagram handle, which we don't use that often, but we are at OPB podcast. Or if you really want to get down and dirty, you can email us, opbpodcast@gmail.com. Is that right?
That was amazing, man. You did so good.
Thank you. I hear it every week. I should know it by heart by this point, but it's like you said, it was different hosting. It's different saying the closing remarks. So I appreciate you, Turf. And I appreciate you too, Charles, for all that you guys do.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too.
Hey, man, let's hug when this is over.
No. Forget it,
guys.
Come on.
Well, I think that's a good way to do it. We'll just say goodnight and blessed switchings
on you all. Hit the button, Charles.
You all a good night.